Hi, my name is Christina Palmer, and here I am to strengthen my own points and discount any other opposing points. So, first off, I'd like to say we need to develop the moon, we need to get better resources here on Earth, and we need to figure out more about space, and I feel like we can figure more about Earth by figuring out more about the moon. The moon is part of the pre-Earth due to the collision theory where something hit Earth at a slight angle, not directly centered, but at a slight angle, and thus created the moon. Um, I feel like we really do need to keep developing the moon because we need to develop our knowledge. Knowledge is what makes everything something, kind of in a way. Like, without knowledge, obviously we know nothing, and therefore knowledge plays a really important role in community and in today's world and society, and plays a really big role in science. The moon is an ideal staging area for space exploration. Energy required to explore space would be would require so much less from the moon than it would from Earth. You could use electric acceleration to propel objects without building actual man-made rockets. It's like what they want to do between here and other places of the world and like other side of the country where they would just build an extremely long tunnel and you could accelerate somebody fast enough to get them to the other side, but there would be something to catch it and lock it so it wouldn't just go back. It's almost like when I was talking to my astronomy teacher, my astronomy teacher, about the tunnel people would propose an idea that would go straight through the center of the Earth. If we could find some way to insulate it and get through the center of the Earth where you wouldn't burn up and die, you would have this mechanism that would drop you, gravity would do the rest, slow you down, and then something would catch you at the bottom so you wouldn't just shoot back up. It's almost the same concept with the moon. You would just need to find a way to propel you to the moon, something to catch you so you wouldn't fall back down into Earth's gravitational pull. Humans are always on a quest for knowledge. We always want to know more, which is why by exploring more aptitudes of space, we can learn so much more. We can satisfy that thirst for knowledge that we have. It's a natural fixation people have with space and the mysterious and the beyond, the mysterious beyond, and the great space, There have been wars between us and Russia about it forever in the past. So exploration of the moon is dearly important. Human settlement is something that can happen greatly and is needed because what if something happens here on Earth and some people need to escape? Then they can always go to the moon for like security purposes, or if there's a national disaster like the earthquakes in Haiti, then they can always be evacuated to the moon. But you would have to, that's why we need to develop the moon more so we can figure out a safe and efficient way to do that. My opponents say that that's infeasible and that you couldn't evacuate everybody there. The point is not to evacuate everybody there. The point is to be able to save at least some portion of lives, if not as many as you can. We can solve Earth's problems with using the moon as a backup resources. We know that the moon has water underneath the surface, and we need to figure out how to harvest that. The moon also has a lot of minerals and things that the Earth is in rare supply of that we could use here and sell and get us out of this debt that we're in. It's like helium-3. It's really, really expensive because it's rarely found here on Earth. Whereas if we could find a way to harvest that and colonize the moon, we would be able to control that portion of exported goods, and we wouldn't have as many importing goods as exporting goods, and we would be able to get ourselves out of some debt. My opponent says that it costs a lot of money to fund the moon research, but that's when private investors get involved and people who believe in doing so.
Christina?
Hold on. We consider the importance of lunar resources to the Earth's surface where they would contribute directly. Solar winds are used as another form of energy to be transmitted back to nuclear fission. So it consists of hydrogen and helium nuclei. So we can use that to make nuclear fission power and use that as a cleaner source of energy, and that way when we export it, that it's cleaner, more efficient, and we get ourselves out of debt. Thank you.